tokens and a heart full of soul. Let the music take the orders, let the rhythm take control. The mall is shutting down, but the energy is high. Watching how the satellites are drifting through the sky. I've got your name written on the back of my hand, in the center of this neon lit and plastic land. Can you feel the power? Can you feel the rush? Before the morning comes and turns the world into a hush. It's a carnival of wonder, it's a carnival of light, and we're the only ones who own the center of the night. The arcade afterglow, shining in the dark. Every single movement is an electric little spark. Lost inside the sequence, lost inside the flow, moving at a speed that only dreamers really know. The afterglow, never let it go. The girls in the denim and the boys in the lace are looking for the magic in every single place. But we found the secret, we found the key between the high-tech dream and the deep blue sea. I'm shifting into gear while the mall begins to sleep into all the promises we're finally gonna keep. Forget the high scores, forget the neon glare. We're breathing in a different kind of California air. The road is wide and open and the radio is loud. We're rising like a fever far above the suburban crowd. The arcade afterglow, shining in the dark. Every single movement is an electric little spark. Lost inside the sequence, lost inside the flow, moving at a speed that only dreamers really know. The afterglow, never let it go. Black leather grip on the steering wheel, the friction of the rubber and the heat of the steel. The street lights are flashing like a warning sign. I'm pushing it to limits that are hard to define. The hunter or the hunted, it's a dangerous game. But once you start the fire, you can't hide the flame. The needle's hitting red, the wind is like a scream. Everything is moving like a high-speed dream. Don't look behind you, don't look away. We've got a debt that we're never gonna pay. Shadows in motion, tearing up the night, running on the edge of electric light. No time for talking, no time for regret. We're the only ones who haven't surrendered yet. Shadows in motion, faster than the fear. The end of the tunnel is getting so near. The city is a labyrinth of concrete and chrome, but when we're on the highway, we're finally home. The sirens in the distance are a beautiful sound, as long as our feet never touch the ground. We're breaking every law, we're breaking every chain, with the rhythm of the engine pumping in our brain. Push and the passing cars. Trace the long perimeter of everything we knew, in a sky that's turning from the indigo to blue. The air is getting sharper, like a razor in the dark, searching for a signal, searching for a spark. The leather of the steering wheel is cold beneath my hand, cruising through the vacuum of this vast and quiet land. There's a tension in the static, a melody in the dark, searching for a reason, searching for a spark. The world is just a picture, the world is just a dream, floating on the surface of a silver-tinted stream, tracing the perimeter under the silver moon, leaving all the memories that ended far too soon. Between the neon flicker and the shadows of the pine, everything is perfect, everything is fine. The perimeter, stay inside the blue, moving into somewhere that is honest and is true. The radio is playing something intricate and thin, while the morning's preparation is about to begin. I see the empty diners and the lonely motel signs, moving past the borders and the faded county lines. The dashboard clock is glowing in a steady shade of blue, while the static on the wire is calling out to you. There's no one on the highway, there's no one on the street, just the cooling of the asphalt from the summer's heavy heat around the edge of the light. The final watch of the night, tracing the perimeter under the silver moon, leaving all the memories that ended far too soon. Between the neon flicker and the shadows of the pine, everything is perfect, everything is fine. The perimeter, stay inside the blue, moving into somewhere that is honest and is true. On the edge of the dream, the silver stream. The ice is clinking softly in a glass of crystal blue, while I'm looking at the the city, but I'm seeing only you. We're sitting in the clouds now, far above the neon rain, above the Hollywood ambition and the Hollywood pain. The waiter moves like velvet through the candlelight and haze, lost inside the rhythm of these sophisticated days. The skyline is a tapestry of silver and of white. Everything is breathing in the center of the night. There's a tension in the silence, a melody so thin, where the secrets of the valley and the evening begin. The world is just a picture from a high altitude view. Everything is perfect, everything is new. Skyline supper club, staying in the glow, watching all the traffic and the lights down below. Underneath the velvet sky, underneath the stars, hiding from the cameras and the noise of passing cars. Supper club, where the time is standing still, in the magic of the moment, on the top of the hill. The radio is whispering the slow and dark refrain, while the moonlight is reflected on the surface of the pane. I see the distant flicker of the freeway's golden stream, floating like a signal in a high-definition dream. Your smile is like a treasure that is hidden from the crowd, in a town where every whisper has to be so very loud. Hold on to the feeling, hold on to the light, the only thing that matters in the middle of the night. So quiet, so deep, while the Hollywood falls asleep. Where the time is standing still, in the magic of the moment, on the top of the hill. Softly now, high above the strip, the night begins to slip. Skies turning peach above the quiet canyon and the silence of the beach. I'm standing on the terrace where the air is cool and thin, watching how the magic of the morning light begins. The city's finally quiet, the neon's fading low, while the world is bathed in a soft and golden glow. The engine's finally cold now, the radio is still, while the light begins to climb above the ocean and the hill. The stars are getting smaller, they're melting in the gray, to the shadows and the memories that are starting to decay. The air is smelling different, like the cedar and the pine, crossing over every invisible and ancient line. Hollywood afterglow washing over me, a golden kind of mercy on the surface of the sea. The 88 is a whisper, a memory in the wind, where the magic of the evening has finally been thinned. The afterglow, stay a little while. I'm lost inside the beauty of your quiet morning smile. The high-rise towers flicker in the light of the sun, knowing that the battle and the night is finally won. I see the palm trees swaying in the early mountain breeze, moving like a spirit through the silence of the trees. Your face is like a statue in the dim and ghostly light, the only thing that's solid in the middle of the night. We'll welcome in the Monday, we'll welcome in the day, watching all the shadows of Hollywood drift away. The night is gone, the day is new, just the light and me and you. Hollywood afterglow washing over me, a golden kind of mercy on the surface of the sea. The 88 is a whisper, a memory in the wind, where the magic Gold is hid in the glass, watching how the final shadows of the Friday pass. I'm pulling in the driveway, I'm turning off the heat, listening to the silence of the ordinary street. But the rhythm's still playing, a ghost inside my head, of every single word and every promise that we said. The stars are getting smaller, they're melting in the light, into all the memories of the California night. The air is smelling different, like the cedar and the pine, crossing over every invisible and ancient line. The suburban afterglow washing over me, a golden kind of mercy as far as I can see. The 86 is a whisper, a memory in the wind, where the magic of the evening has finally been thinned. The afterglow, stay a little while. The mall sign is dark now, the arcade is asleep, but we've got the treasures that we're gonna always keep. I'll see you at the fountain, I'll see you by the door, when the Friday night comes calling for the us once more. Until then, the sunshine is a different kind of grass, reflecting all the fire that I saw inside your eyes. The night is a picture, the The grid is glowing with a brand new kind of light, a symphony of circuits in the middle of the night. I'm reading all the signals from the towers on the hill, while the city is dancing to a digital will. Got a cellular phone and a plan for the day, watching how the shadows of the old fade away. The dashboard is a cockpit, the road is a wire, and my heart is an engine made of electric fire. Can you feel the frequency? Can you feel the change? Everything is looking so beautiful and strange. We're the new generation, we're the kings of the screen, living in a world that's perfectly clean. Digital dreams in LA, shining so bright, turning every shadow into mercury light. From the valley to the ocean, we're the rulers of the flow, moving at a speed that only dreamers really know. Digital dreams in a luxury design, crossing over every single silver line. The palm trees are pixels against the dark blue. Everything is filtered in a futuristic hue. I see the flash of the neon on the edge of the glass, watching how the restless and the lucky ones pass. We're parking by the plaza, we're parking by the dream, floating on the surface of a high-tech stream. No need for a compass, no need for a map, when the whole wide world is sitting right in your lap. The future is now, the future is here. The message is loud, the message is clear. Digital dreams in LA, shining so bright, turning every shadow into mercury light. From the valley to the ocean, we're the rulers of the flow, moving at a speed that only dreamers really know. Digital dreams in luxury design, crossing over every single silver line. Digital dream, take night. Digital dream, take night. Take night in the city of light. LA dreams. The static's heavy on the FM band. We're driving through a lonely stretch of land. The distant towers whisper to the stars, while moonlight flickers on the passing cars. I turn the dial, searching for a trace of something real inside this empty space. And then I feel your hand touch mine so light, the only thing that's shining in the night. We're on a frequency that no one knows, where the electric river softly flows. Between the silence and the neon glow, there's a secret that we've come to know. You're my signal in the dark, my only line, a is stretching like a velvet ribbon black. We're moving forward, never looking back. The dashboard clock is frozen in its place. I'm lost inside the beauty of your face. The world is just a whisper on the wind, a story where the pages have been thinned. But here inside the glow of green and blue, there's nothing left to prove and nothing left to do. Can you hear it calling through the air? I can feel it everywhere. You're my signal in the dark, my only line, a golden melody, a perfect sign. Far away from the noise and the city lights, we're the only ones awake on these summer nights. Signal in the dark, don't let it fade. The best connection that we've ever made. Oh, keep the signal clear. Don't let it disappear in the The streetlights are counting every mile that I go. The radio is humming something steady and low. I'm passing the gas stations, lonely and bright, like islands of neon in the ocean of the night. There's a suitcase in the back full of letters and clothes, and a heart full of questions that nobody knows. I'm taking the long way, I'm avoiding the turn, watching all the bridges that I didn't have to burn. The air is getting colder, the sky is turning deep, while the rest of the summer is falling into sleep. I'm caught in the static, I'm caught in the flow of 1,000 directions. I don't wanna go the long way back under the silver moon, leaving all the melodies that ended far too soon. It's the end of the season, it's the end of the road, carrying the weight of a heavy golden load. The long way back through the valley of the years, washing out the salt and the disappearing tears. The engine is humming a familiar refrain, like a heartbeat that's trying to ignore all the pain. ocean and the mist in our hair. Now the driveway is waiting at the end of the line with a different kind of life that I have to define. One more hour, one more mile. Keep the memory for a while. The long way back under the silver moon, leaving all the melodies that ended far too soon. It's the end of the season, it's the end of the road, carrying the weight of a heavy golden load. The long way back through the valley of the years, washing out the salt and the disappearing tears. Almost there. The lights of home, never alone. The streetlights are flashing like 1,000 tiny suns as we're joining in the movement of the lucky-hearted ones. The engine is a heartbeat, the road is like a vein, taking us away from all the boredom and the pain. I'm looking in the mirror and I'm looking at the past, knowing that the magic is the only thing to last. Your hand is on my shoulder and your spirit's in the flight. We're the heroes of the highway in the middle of the night. Don't look back, baby, don't you ever slow. We've got a destination that the world will never know. The future is a signal, the future is a sign. And tonight, my darling, every star is gonna line. Promises of chrome shining in the dark. Every single touch is an electric little spark. We're riding on the edge of a digital design, crossing every border, every single danger line. Promises of chrome, better than the gold. A story of the summer that is never getting old. Oh, promises of chrome. Oh, welcome home. The skyline is a diamond that is cut against the black. We're moving into glory and we're never coming back. I see the neon flicker on the surface of your hair. There's a feeling of a victor inside the midnight air. We'll park beside the ocean, we'll park beside the dream. burning in the dark. I'm searching for a signal, searching for a spark. The tower's made of silver, the streets are made of gold, but everything I'm touching feels so strangely cold. I see your pale reflection in the window pane, while the city's heart is pumping through the veins of rain. We're moving through the shadows of a grand design, crossing every border, every dotted line. Don't ask me where we're going, don't ask me why. The answers are written in the neon sky. Glass horizons stretching out so far, tracing the orbit of a lonely star. We're caught inside a prison, we're lost inside the light, running from the silence of the velvet night. Glass horizons breaking in the wind, where the dream ends and the world begins. The radio is humming a digital romance, while the shadows on the dashboard start to dance. I'll keep the engine running, I'll keep the spirit high, watching all the satellites drifting slowly by. There's a silence in the cabin, a secret in the air. I look into the mirror and I see you there. One more mile into the blue. The world is a mirror, reflecting you. Glass horizons stretching out so far, tracing the orbit of a lonely star. We're caught inside a prison, we're lost inside the light, running from the silence of the velvet night. Glass horizons breaking in the wind, where the dream ends and the world begins. Across the horizon, through the glass, the night will pass. The stars are fading to gray, the night is slowly slipping away. The dashboard lights are looking dim as the light creeps over the ocean's rim. Your eyes are closed, you're drifting deep, while the rest of the world is fast asleep. I'm turning the corner, I'm slowing down in the quiet streets of this sleeping town. The blue hour comes with silent grace, touching the lines of the sleeping face. The journey is over, take it music cluttered, the songs we played, that beautiful ghost that we've delayed. The cassette stops with a hollow click. The morning air is cool and fair. Just one more minute before we go, and the softest light that I'll ever know. Almost home, don't wake up yet. The best night, we are my I'll stay for a while before the sun steals your quiet smile. The Friday dream is a memory now, the silver crown on a weary brow. You are the end of the line. Everything's quiet, everything's fine. Fade away, the end of the night. Goodbye, Friday. The stars are fading into the gray.